Hey everybody, it's Flyin Ryan here with a review of the JJRC H6C. Now if you saw my review of the JJRC F180, this is basically the same thing with a built-in HD camera. And I was quite a big fan of the F180. It actually came in on in the number 5 slot in my top 5 quads under $50. So pretty cool to see that they came out with a camera version of it. It is slightly upgraded. It has bigger motors now to account for the extra weight of the camera. So it flies really nice and powerful. It flies pretty much like the original one. The extra camera weight doesn't seem to make much of a difference. This is obviously a competitor with the Hubsan X4 H107C HD. Pretty similar. This has a few differences, being that it has the LEDs in the arm instead of out on the motor pods, and it has this protective cage sort of deal. I've actually found you can remove it. It's just optional. Just kind of plugs into the bottom of the frame here and removes really easily. But I have found that it seems to actually fly better with the cage on. It seems like maybe the stabilization system is sort of dialed in to have the cage on. So I mean, it flips really nice with the cage on and everything. And if you saw my review of the F180, this kind of has an interesting like rudder throttle mix. So like as you give rudder turns, you can kind of hear the throttle kicking up. So it sort of accounts for the elevation loss you normally get when you give rudder. So it stays nice and level, which ends up for a really nice, smooth, precise flight. It does good circuits and just a really nice flyer. And then now the addition of an HD camera is really nice. It's got the 2 megapixel HD camera, which is going to be similar to like what you'd see in the Hubsan X4, similar quality. This is the transmitter, which looks kind of funky. It's a weird looking transmitter with this LCD up here above. But it actually works pretty well. It fits in the hands nice. It's got sticks so you can pinch it, or works for thumb flyers. You've got rate changes. I forget exactly which one it is, but I think it's this changes your rates. And there are actually 4 different rates. There's only one yaw rate, which is a tad bit on the slow side, but it's definitely manageable. I wish they would have changing yaw and a little bit faster yaw, but it's not bad. And then I think this is your flip button. Flip mode actually stays on, so you have to hit it again to turn it off. But that allows you to do easy multiple flips, but sometimes it's kind of hard. You go to do a flip and then you try to correct to recover and you end up doing another flip. So a little bit different. You got to remember to turn the flip mode off. And then you operate the camera with these buttons. I think down, I believe, is take photos, and up turns the video camera on and off. That may be reversed, but either way, one of these is photos, one of these is camera. Let's see, it comes with a memory card. I think it was in here to start. It's a 2 gigabyte micro SD card, so a nice big memory card for the HD video. It also comes with a USB card reader for the memory card, and a spare set of props and a prop removal tool. And then these are like little optional landing feet. If you take the frame off, you can put those pegs in there. But I don't really see the point. I mentioned that with the F180 too, that they don't really fit that tight, so they end up falling out, and they're just hard plastic. So I don't really see how landing on a hard plastic peg is any better than landing on the plastic of the motor. So I don't really mess with those, but they're there if you want them. It has a USB charging cable, and then the flight battery is a 350 milliamp hour. Takes about 55 minutes to charge. You get about 5 minutes and 10-second flights with the guards on, and 5 minutes and 35 seconds with the guard off, and you get about a 20-second LVC warning beyond that. It actually uses the WL Toys V2X2 protocol, so you can fly it with your like V222 transmitter, and then you can recalibrate the accelerometer like you do with that mode, which is you turn on flip mode, and then it's both sticks to the down left, I believe, if I'm recalling correctly. Yeah, I'll double check that and put a little message on the bottom of the screen if I'm right or not. Let's see, what else do I have to say about it? Oh yeah, so I was saying it has the LEDs in the arms. They're not very bright though. They're kind of obscured by the dark plastic and just not really bright. So even though here it says it has night lights, I wouldn't call this a night flyer. The LEDs just aren't really quite bright enough or visible enough to fly in the dark. They're more, helpful for orientation. Yep, that looks like that's all I've got to say about it. So let's go take it for a flight and I'll show you a sample of the onboard footage. Alright, let's check it out. Alright, this is the flight review of the JJRC H6C. We'll go ahead and take it for a spin and show you some onboard footage sample. Let's see, start out on low rates. The yaw does not change, so that's our full speed yaw. Not super fast, but fast enough. And so you'll hear, like, as I give rudder, you hear the throttle doing all that crazy stuff. So I think it's, it's managing the throttle so that you don't lose elevation when you give rudder. So pretty cool. It makes for a really nice, precise flight. Go ahead and turn it up to 50% rates. Here's 100%. It can move out. This is a fast little quad. Yeah, go back to 50%. A nice, precise flying. Definitely a good flying quad. Let's turn on flip mode and do a flip. And now flip mode does stay on, so you gotta be gentle on the sticks or turn it right off again. But nice tight flips even with the prop guard on. Alright, flip mode's off. Now let's go ahead and actually let's go down to low rates and start a video. So now it is recording, and it is a 2 megapixel HD camera. So that's pretty much the standard for the HD built-in cameras right now. So it's about the best quality you can get. Alright, and turn off the camera. So let's go ahead and I'll show you the LEDs in the dark. I don't really think that this one's a night flyer. The LEDs are a little bit too drowned out by the dark plastic on the frame. It's not completely undoable. You could fly at night if you really wanted to. I just don't think it's really the best for that. Alright, take it back in for landing again. And I think that's about it. That is the JJRC H6C. Pretty neat little quad, good little camera on it, and I'm a big fan. Alright, well check the video description for a purchase link if you want to check one out for yourself. And I thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.